who is a Pistons player that didn't pan out, let's say in the last 10, maybe 15 years, if you want to push it, that you thought was going to be an all-star and didn't? Now, I think there's a lot of names you could choose from. There was Rodney Stuckey, Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings, Greg Monroe, Sekou Doumbouya, Luke Kennard. Like, give me a guy. Make a case for somebody.
It's tough because number one for me would actually also be Sekou. I was so high on Sekou. Thinking he was the next, like, I was calling him a mix of Pascal and Giannis. So yeah, that was definitely my number one. But aside from him, I definitely was a huge Luke Kennard guy. And not at first, obviously, if you look at the guys we drafted him over, but when he had that run, when Derrick Rose was on the team and when we were actually kind of putting things together a little bit, he was shooting really well and having some games where he was dropping 20-plus points. He was hitting some clutch shots, deep threes. He was getting in rhythm a lot. And I was thinking, hey, maybe he can even get a most improved player. I know that was super, super wishful thinking, but I was like, hey, man, if he can do this all season, that would be really good. And then ultimately, I thought he could even be better than that. And we've seen that he's turned into not a bust, not by any means, just a career sharpshooter for now the Memphis Grizzlies.
Go with Sekou because I've never stand a player before because I think it's stupid, but I don't know. I kind of just took it and ran with it, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this picture. I had that. My friend made it for me. It's a piece of paper. It's a cube. I don't know what it was. He made it for me in high school, and I had that thing in my car for literally years, man.
Oh, man.
And
in your car?
Yeah. All my friends would be like, that I was known as the Sekou guy. And I don't know what he's up to these days, man. I remember the dunk on Tristan Thompson. Yeah, man, it's crazy to think how far we've come where he was our guy
He was
just a couple of years ago.
He was the guy to be excited about for
yeah.
Pistons fans for a little while. I mean, the other guys that I think of are, some of our second round picks that we maybe got a little too excited for. Maybe I did. Like Jordan Bone, for example, Kyrie Thomas.
Kyrie Thomas, dude, I thought he was a starter in this league, honestly.
Yeah.
You want let me throw this one at you.
Long. Oh.
This is embarrassing. I don't know why, but Darren Hilliard, do you remember him?
I do remember Hilliard, yeah.
Dude, I thought he was gonna be so cold, man. Like
yeah, there's been a lot of guys who have been on the Pistons for, very short amount of times, and I don't know. I guess it's hard for us to believe in players now at this point after seeing this for so long. I could even go to the extent of saying KCP. He wasn't that highly touted, but as the 8th overall pick, I mean, I wanted more out of him at the time, at least, and then obviously we chose not to pay him what he was asking for, which was frankly outrageous at the time. So it kind of just, we went our own ways with that one, but that was one who I thought he could have been really good because when he was younger, he was super athletic, and he's still, I think, top 5 in the league in 3-point percentage up to this point in his career. Good. So yeah, I mean, he could have been someone, had he developed other facets of his game, could have been really good, but didn't turn out.